getting that Ratchet 1 New Game Minus world record on stream at AGDQ. We believe in you. And money goes to Ricky's Choice.
Yo, real quick, we just forgot the shout-outs. They just switched the scene like instantly. So anyway, shouts to the Ratchet and Clank community, because they found most of the things in here.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Feel free to follow me. Feel free to follow everybody on the couch. Yeah, feel free to enjoy the rest of the event, because this was the second game. We got like a whole week ahead of us. Yeah. And keep donating. There's a lot of good incentives. I mean it.
Let's break 2 million again, folks.
Let's break it.
That'd be awesome.
Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of the event.
Terry Dactyl donated $100 and said, yo, had to get up at 5 a.m. here in Australia to watch Ricky and the best to ever do it. Absolutely incredible run, Ricky. Sink donated $10 and said, it's quite therapeutic watching you guys speed run and destroy my favorite game. KH Freak donated $25 and said, just popping in to wish Ricky good luck on the run. Donation goes to his choice. Kalon Zombie donated $100. Have to donate during my favorite game series. This tech is amazing so far, and you're all doing a great job. $20 from Anonymous, who says, couldn't make it this year. Best of luck, Ricky, and to all the runners. And another anonymous donor with $10 said, one of the few speedrunners I follow on Twitch just had to donate during Ricky's run of RAC. Donation to the runner's choice. Thanks for all of that. Once again, that was the Rixer there with Ratchet & Clank New Game Plus. Up next, Splatoon 2 by TonesBalones. We've got an incentive during that game. A mere $5,000 will get us the dance party unlocked. We're about 2/5 of the way there. So just need a little more help on that one to meet it.
So you're hosting Splatoon 2?
Dine the Human donated $25 and said, Squid Dance Party? Woo me. Let's make it happen. Indeed, I've got a lot of donations coming in for that incentive. We've got Chunder Fins with a $10 who says, GDQ is my favorite holiday. Unfortunately, my employers don't recognize it as such, but if I have a few sick days to burn during this week, so be it. Let's see that Splat 2 dance party. Also, a Pictobeam with $50 says, Splatoon 2 dance party, I'm in. Thank you to everyone helping this event get to where it is today. Like so many people, the Prevent Cancer Foundation is incredibly important to me. Let's kick cancer's butt. Thank you, Pictobeam. Swash donated $50 and said, hey everyone, love watching this great event and having to decide to donate for the first time for a good family friend we lost to cancer a few years ago. Good luck to all the runners, and let's make cancer run for the hills. Ayeta donated $50 a bit ago and said, hey guys, I loved the Crash 3 run. It was amazing. Lost my uncle to lung cancer. But thankfully, one of my good friends was diagnosed early enough, and after a short treatment, she is back on her feet. Good luck to all the runners and much love. Glad to hear it, Ayamete. Thank you.
everybody, I'm April Cake, and I'll be hosting the Splatoon 2 run by Mr. TonesBalones here shortly. We have a $50 donation from Lorenzo B., a couch with Spike, Zem, J. Hobbs on a sunny Sunday day along with the Rickster running it. Nice, I'm in Brazil by the way. Hyped for this run, and my mom had cancer in 2014, but all is 100% good now. And money goes to Sumichu singing Snake Eater during the Metal Gear Solid 3 run. Good run to all runners. We have an anonymous $10 donation. TonesBalones speedrunning the first Splatoon is one of my favorite GDQ moments of all time. Love those global cycles. This donation goes to the dance party, Save the Squids. We're actually almost halfway to that dance party incentive. That will take place during the final boss battle. Arky donates $30 and says, shout out to Malachite in the audience and everyone else. Enjoy AGDQ. Allie Boom donates $150 and simply says, yay. Exticle donates $30. Back for another awesome stream of GDQ. Who's hyped? And so glad that DS Dad is here. Let's beat every other GDQ and make the start of this year amazing. Excellent donates $30. Shout out to Zemi on the couch for getting me into speedruns, everyone else on the couch, and to the Rickster for doing a great job with Ratchet and Clank. Maggie donates $150 and says, I love AGDQ. Looking forward to the Mega Man Relay. And now we're just about ready to start Splatoon 2 with TonesBalones, so I'll send it over to him.
Okay.
Okay. You ready? Good luck.
Live. All right. Welcome, everyone. We are going to be starting up Splatoon 2 in a couple seconds. Just going to get the character customization, the most important part. Which hair? Which hair?
You always go pigtails.
That good hair.
Do your thing.
That good hair. We got pigtails. All right. Sports shorts, because that's what we look for here. And we are ready. Give a countdown. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
All right, you guys already know what Splatoon is. This doesn't need an introduction. Okay, this is the game that Nintendo was like, what if we made a shooter, but it wasn't really a shooter? And this is like absolutely fantastic game. As we start the run here, we're gonna get thrown straight into the tutorial, just like we did in Splatoon 1. That's because when you reset the game, you have to delete the data within your Switch. Don't worry, you're not gonna lose your gear or anything. You can just make a separate file specifically for speedrunning. And we got a nice little convenient box placement there, so we can jump right over that.
Right away.
First major skip in the run, you know, we like to have fun here. And other than that, we're going to go right into the opening cutscenes, and we can get on with introductions.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Very
Pretty
quick.
quick.
So I am your runner, TonesBalones. I've been running this game since literally day one. And I used to run Splatoon 1. You know, you probably are going to recognize me from the AGDQ 2016 run of Splatoon. You know, I'm famous. It's fine. And I am joined by a lovely couch commentary, starting with my left.
Hello, I am Kung Fu Fruit Cup. What's up, guys?
Yo, I am Bird650. What's going on?
My name's Ethan. What's up?
Ethan. So Ethan is the most special person on the couch because he has a special trait that a lot of us don't. And what is that, Ethan?
Oh.
I worked on the localization of this game. Well, one of the people who did, and also Splatoon 1.
And also Splatoon 1. So yeah, he you know knows a bit about the game. You know, might surprise us with some of that knowledge.
You know
drops.
certain things that I don't know, though.
Oh
so-
really?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Oh yeah. You know, I know how to go fast. And,
That's true.
And you know how to speak Japanese. So it all works out fine. So here's a nice tour of the main section. This is the section that most players are going to be very familiar with. This is where you got your shops, you got your multiplayer, you got your drink mixes to get double EXP and stuff like that. But we're gonna jump straight into the single player because that's what we're all here for, right? You guys don't want to see me do multiplayer. Unless you guys want to. You want me to jump into multiplayer?
Speedrun multiplayer?
I mean-
Yeah. All right, let's do some turf war. All right, cut the stream. Let's just do some,
Just gonna play LAN party.
yeah, you know, viewers, if you donate $50, you can play with me. So we are joined here by our captain, Marie, the former Squid sister. And we have a very special mission. The Great Zapfish is missing.
Which has never happened before.
Never happened before. And we have to save it. But there's also another quirk about the game. That's something's missing, right? You know, we see Marie. Is what else is gone? I don't know.
I feel like there was another one almost like.
Another one.
Another one.
Another sister, right?
Yeah.
Sister.
Yeah, the sister, because they are sisters, right?
We don't know.
We don't know.
You want those lore drops?
We want the lore drops.
We'll talk after the run.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump into the first level here. This is going to use the hero shot, which is the default weapon that
So
most of us
slow.
are familiar with. I was gonna get to that, Kung Fu. Okay.
Or
I
is
wanna-
it- or
I
is
want to
it
start out with the
perfect?
positives. All right.
Okay.
The game design's really good.
Is
okay.
it slow or is it perfect?
It's
It's
slow.
one or the
It's slow.
Pretty slow.
Yeah, so the hero shot is supposed to resemble the splatter shot weapon, which is the default weapon in the online multiplayer. It's actually a pretty good weapon. A lot of people use it competitively, but in this game they decided that they really wanted to focus on how important upgrades are, which means that they cut the fire rate of the hero shot at level 1 in
Like
half.
a little skip there, hopping over that wall.
Yeah, nice little skip there. So that part there actually resembles 2AT, another level in Splatoon 1. And in Splatoon 1, jumping down there was slower. And I find it really funny that jumping down there is faster this time. Here we're going to be doing some special trickery. You know, we're going to be grabbing these special weapons whenever they're convenient. This is the splashdown, which
My faves.
deals an area of effect around you. And we're going to use it to position ourselves perfectly and then hopefully get these guys dead.
Good.
Instantly.
There you go.
That's good.
And the sponges are fully inflated by one bomb, and it's faster than
Shooting on.
shooting it, especially since the hero shot shoots very slowly. That's pretty much it for level 1. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna bonk a couple times because that's just what the game wants me to do, and finish up here.
Boom.
All right.
So I'm curious, Do you appreciate, like, does the community appreciate the addition of those? It kind of marks your time for each stage. Like, was that something people focused on?
Oh, that's the most important change they did in this game.
Yeah.
That's what makes this game so much fun to practice. There's actually, we used to have an IL leaderboard in Splatoon 1,
Okay,
but
I was
nobody
wondering
really
about
ran
that.
it because it's really hard to track ILs without
sure.
an in-game timer. But now we have an in-game timer. It just
Yeah.
gives you a direct, like, you did the level, you did a time, and it's accurate to the second.
Right.
And you can just submit a screenshot, and that's good enough.
Cool. I was curious about that.
And it's a great addition because anytime you're practicing, you're like, you get an instant feedback of what levels that you are doing faster or slower than say the world record run.
Yeah, I found myself like replaying stages a lot more than I did in the first game just because of that.
Just to do it faster.
Yeah.
And we'll get into this later, but there's actually different weapons that you can get in the single player.
Yeah.
Which includes, the charger weapon, the roller, the dualies, a whole bunch of other different weapons. And on the second time around, you can jump into the level and just do it with any weapon. And some weapons are faster than others. So, you might want to experiment with, hey, I can do this level in a minute 30 with the hero shot, but if I use the charger, maybe I can get it down to a minute 20. There's a whole bunch of those small optimizations, which unfortunately we don't get to get into in any percent because Sheldon decides which weapon we use. But it's very important for NG Plus category.
It does mean though that like you are going to see a variety of weapons going through, single player here on your way through. Like an entire playthrough, you're not just using the same weapon, which is cool.
Yeah.
Woo! I got a 121. I never get a 121. That's awesome. So you saw at the end there's a cycle that has those little purple churros that go in and out. And
Not the official name.
it's not the official name, I'm sorry. I like to call them the churros. Technically in the World 1 boss fight, they reference them as churros.
Fair enough.
We'll see that later.
There's a lot of bread
a lot of bread puns.
and terminology going on in that boss fight.
So yeah, the cycle at the end is actually a global cycle. So that cycle is running from the time I enter the level. And making the cycle to get a 121 is really difficult because of all of the really small movement optimizations you have to keep in mind. So we have these nice shield enemies that are definitely a remnant of Splatoon 1, except they changed how the AI works a little bit. So the shield enemies used to be really dumb in Splatoon 1. You can throw a bomb a mile away and they'll be like, all right, shoot me. But in this game, they have to be really, really close in proximity to them.
Yeah, they're much more intuitive.
Yeah, so you have to be really careful with how you shoot your bombs. And here we're gonna have a fun box. It's a lot of fun. I love that part of the run. You just sit there and you shoot.
It's got tape on it. I mean,
It's got
of course
tape. It's got tape on it. Yeah, it's gotta be fun.
It looks like saran wrap.
All right, we're gonna get into technicalities here. All right. So you also notice that a lot of times I'll be throwing a splat bomb ahead of me, and that's actually faster than just shooting, just because the hero shot is slow. So if I were to throw a splat bomb there, then I can get a little bit farther distance of ink that I can swim through, rather than having to exit my ink and shoot it again, which makes it a lot more convenient and consistent to
Like that little skip there too. Skip that drop down the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like fine-tuning movement in this one, like compared to the first one.
Yeah. I'm noticing though, what I appreciate about this speedrun is that you still, by and large, are having to play most of these levels through their main path. You're just doing it with really good execution, and those small optimizations that you mentioned. Like you get a couple skips here and there, but mostly you just have to play really well as you're making your way through.
Yeah, exactly. And there's another small optimization that I think is the biggest factor in whether or not you save time is how many shots that you shoot at any one time. So, I don't know the frame data. I'm not a nerd, but if I were to guess, I'd say that it shoots like every 15, 16 frames or so. And if you shoot one extra bullet, then you need to every single time that you fire, then it adds up. It adds up to a lot of seconds. So you have to keep that in mind. And that's something that just you do intuitively as you get better at the run.
you wanna-
Also,
oh, sorry.
something I completely forgot to mention is what I just did there is restart the level.
That's what I was
and-
going to ask about.
Yeah. When you land from the super jump, it will trigger the cutscene as if you've already watched it. And the first cutscene of every boss fight is very long. So it's faster to land there and then restart the level so you can skip it rather than watching the cutscene itself. And each time you do that, it saves about 20 seconds. Unfortunately, it doesn't let you skip all of the cutscenes, so you will have to watch these. So if you have any sweet donations, help me out here, April.
I sure do. First of all, I'd like to announce that we had an anonymous $1,500 donation with no message. Thank you so much for your help for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Second, I have a message from Yateko from the Golf Discord. Good luck on the Splat Run Taco Salad Balcony from
Oh
the
my
Golf
God.
Discord. He donated $20 just to say that. Your boy Steve Massey donates $50.
Steve.
Tones, my boy Balones, love you, buddy.
My
Shoutouts
boy.
to Bird and Kung Fu on the couch. Donation goes to Bird's Choice because he's also my boy and I love him too. See you all on Thursday. I also have, let me see here. $222.22 from Pun John. Hi, GDQ. Another year, another leap forward for cancer prevention, and this year I'm able to give more than ever. The 999 Woomies here in the Mala office are all some of the best employees of Grisco. But you guys here at GDQ are the true professionals. Good luck to Tones Balones, and may Papa Grizz bless your run. Make that Woomie go zoomy.
Wow.
Oh, that's such a great saying.
Deep
I love
references
that.
in there.
Would you like me to keep reading?
I think we're good. You're awesome. Oh no, I'm an idiot. So I grabbed the Zapfish early, and when you finish the boss fight, it gives you 50 free orbs, and the orbs are used to unlock curling bombs later in World 2. And if I'm 50 short, it's going to be really hard to get to make up those 50. I'm gonna try.
I think you've got
I think I'm pretty solid, but
I believe in you.
I just panicked. I panicked. I don't know what to do. Oh my god.
It's okay, man. You got this.
Oh my god. So that's the end of World 1, and also the end of most of the time we're going to be using the hero shot, luckily. Here he's going to introduce the Powerup Station, which is different from Splatoon 1, where you have to actually jump back to World 1 to upgrade your weapons, which is kind of unfortunate because it would be convenient if we could just do it straight from a menu. And it also makes it so that we had to think really hard about whether or not some things were worth it. Like, for example, the curling bombs. You know, it takes 25 seconds to jump back and get the upgrade and jump back. But, you know, that we had to really study and see if curling bombs were worth it. And one trick I'm doing here is I'm unlocking the level from below using splat bombs. And you're going to see me do that a lot. And you might even see me do unlock a level and just completely leave it for later. And that's fine. That's what we want, because unlocking it lets me super jump to it, and most of the time it's faster than just doing it the normal way.
This is the first time we see Sheldon coming in and saying, hey, you got to use the weapon that I give you.
Which is the best weapon in the game, by the way, the roller.
All right. See, Bird likes the roller because he doesn't use gyro aiming, so he's not really good at aiming.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, that's another thing I should mention. This game really, in my mind, revolutionized what console shooters should aim for as far as aiming goes. Because gyro aiming is a very intuitive thing, and when you get used to it, it's definitely better than stick controls. And when I say definitely, I mean in my opinion, which is does not matter. But
Your opinion, which is totally right.
it's totally right, yeah. But you know, the fact that they make it so intuitive to do. I mean, like, it's one of those things where you really have to get used to it. If you're one of those people like me when I first started, I played console shooters for years and I never had gyro controls, and I didn't like gyro controls at the start. And then I was just like, all right, people on Reddit say it's good, so I have to listen to those guys.
Pretty much 100% always true. So do you have a favorite weapon type?
Favorite weapon type, I would say would be shooters. I use the Splatter Shot Pro and the Splatter Shot a lot when I play online. I also do like the Charger a lot because the Charger is necessary in the speedrun and the skills are very transferable.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still really bad at it.
It's hard. It's hard. Have you been able to like store your charge when you like come out?
Oh yeah,
Pop out
I've definitely put some effort into learning that. That's one of my favorite changes in chargers. And we're gonna see me do that a lot when we have the charger level come up. Here we're gonna unlock another level up here. And then we're just gonna ignore it. So this is where they're going to introduce a new little object in this game. It's called the fruit roll-up.
Not actually what it's called.
And only 90s kids will remember these enemies.
I do like it though. I love hearing all the community names for these things.
Yeah, because
I know them by different names, but that's fine.
Because why would we learn the official names when?
No, I like fruit roll-up.
Fruit roll-up.
Fruit roll-up and purple churro.
The purple churro. Yeah, so the fruit roll-ups, they will expand for you when you shoot them, but they also will retract when the enemy shoots them. So you have to really keep in mind and manipulate the enemies so that they don't fire back at you at the wrong times.
Yeah, I like this stage quite a bit.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
And grab that box real quick. That's going to be a quick 3 orbs. I'm gonna call an audible here. There's armor in this box. There's 10 orbs. That's the same thing. So that's a nice little ticket for me. Hopefully that'll make up for some of the 50. Here's another 5 that I usually don't get.
It's good that you have enough backups in mind.
Yeah.
I was curious to see if there's like an efficient way you have of doing this section. Those shots.
Fruit roll up. Oh no, that little sprinkler. Please. Die. All right, we got it. We got it. And then I'm just gonna ignore these guys. Hi.
Boom. Yeah, navigating all that stuff is not quite as easy as you made it look.
Yeah, and that little cannon section is really annoying sometimes because
it slows your momentum down.
Yeah, and like sometimes you shoot the thing and then the enemies at the top will shoot it as well, and it gets shot back down. You have to shoot it again, and you get baited, and I don't like it. Here's I'm gonna be unlocking a lot of things here. This is like a little tiny hub space, and we're gonna unlock everything, and then just go to this level. This is probably the most interesting level in World 2. I really like playing this level and practicing it because there's a lot of cool tech, and another one of those small but not major skips that we've been talking about throughout the run. So I know this is your favorite weapon type, Ethan. What can you tell me about the dualies?
They're great for mobility. It's one of the new weapon types in Splatoon 2. I don't know. It seems like people like them. I don't know. What do you guys think? Good addition?
I'm a fairly frequent dually user. Myself, yeah.
What about you in the audience?
Dualies?
Who likes the dualies?
You get to dodge roll like a boss while you use the dualies, so...
Yeah, these levels look amazing.
No, I just I should have done that. That's okay. There's a checkpoint right here. I'm going to take it slow here. No roll. So the dodge rolls have a really interesting property where if you're in the air, they kind of shove you straight downwards. And that's important because, it cuts a lot of the time out from when you're just floating in the air. And here's where we're going to have that small skip. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going to shoot here and then squid jump. That'll get straight up there.
Nice. Yeah, it just feels good to go through the stage on all these different ink rails, like bouncing back and forth. Like,
Yeah.
you can't really control your speed very much, but you still. I remember the first time I played through this was just like, oh yeah, I'm awesome. you just feel good, you know.
Yeah.
Jumping around.
I'm gonna try and grab as much of these balloons as possible. That's why they call me TonesBalones.
So how many orbs do you need to unlock the curling bombs then?
I need 500. And I need, okay, 500 and, oh no, I missed that guy. That's okay. You see there's in the top right, I actually grabbed this this collectible earlier, but I didn't mention it. There's a collectible called Sardinium, and you need Sardinium, oh, I'm out of ink, to unlock any kind of weapon. You need 2 Sardinium along with the orbs. So I go a little bit out of my way to grab that Sardinium so that I can get it halfway through World 2, hopefully, assuming that I get 500 orbs.
So I know there was like a 100% run. I don't know if it was called 100% for Splatoon 1, where you got all the sunken scrolls.
It's just all scrolls.
All scrolls. Okay.
Yes.
Do people run all collectibles? Like.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
All collectibles is another category in Splatoon 2. Not a lot of people have run it because
now there's like 2 in each stage, right?
Yeah, there are 2 collectibles. Technically, there are more collectibles, but for the sake of naming conventions and the fact that the tickets are not tracked in game, we had to reclassify them not as collectibles but as online consumables.
Huh.
Very, very different.
Technical. Yeah. Interesting.
Along with all collectibles, there is another longer category, much longer category, called 1000%.
Yep.
And you may be saying, why are you going to say 1000%? It's probably just 100%. Well, if you go onto your Splatoon official app that you can download on your Android or smartphone device, then you will see an in-game tracker for what you have done in the single player. And part of the tracker is the collectibles and whether or not you've beaten every level with every weapon.
Yep.
So you get 100% per weapon plus the 100% for the collectibles, which will add up to 1,000% in the game app.
Yerp. And got to do my duty here. If you beat every stage in the single player with 1 weapon, you unlock that for multiplayer. So that was something I had fun with. It was just like, you know, I'm gonna grab the blaster or whatever to use in multiplayer, and then people know. They know you beat all the stages.
Yeah, you get to show off. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, this is probably my favorite level. I mean, like, it's my favorite level for a bunch of reasons. One of which is there's a lot of different ways you can beat this level, and the fact that you're using the charger, which is a very dynamic weapon for both movement and aiming and everything. Is this box orbs? That is an orb. That was worth. Another reason this level is great is because there's a lot of spare orbs everywhere. Specifically, these balloons that are on the enemies give you 10 if I can shoot them. Sometimes they give you 5. So I'm going to be going out of my way just to be safe here, and I'm out of ink. Go! All right. All right. Get that.
Well, you got it.
I'm good. I'm good.
You're really good.
I know what I'm doing. It's fine. I wasn't clenched at all. I was not worried.
I love this one. Oh, you got it. Come on.
Come on.
There
you
it
go.
is. So you're hopping right there, right?
Yeah, you have to hop and you have to be on the railing, which is another thing that people have trouble with because the railing is really finicky. All right, so I'm going to grab this armor here, which will give me 10 at the end. So I'm at 480 now. That's perfect. So there's going to be another 10 balloon at the end here.
Nicely done.
All right.
This is also, I love this too.
This is one of the coolest little scopes.
Yeah, I saw you do this first. I was just like, that. So that was the Stingray special that you used to just get that extra long range, pull that thing way over. That's really cool.
Right. And funny thing about that Stingray skip is we found out about that skip because Nintendo tweeted out a video of them doing an IL speedrun of that level because the developers challenged themselves. Also, I didn't get 10 orbs like I wanted to. So I'm going to
Did
be.
you lose your armor?
No, I didn't count right because I'm bad at mental math.
Oh, that's okay. I'm probably worse at mental math.
Yeah. But what was I saying?
Talking about the ILs and the
ILs.
developer times.
Yes, and they did the Stingray skip, and they did a slightly different version of it. But it was really cool. We were like, wow, they just completely blew us out of the water by doing that. So this level is a level that I really would prefer that I had curling bombs in. And it's because these squeegees, these little squeegees on the floor are very important to this level. Whereas in many parts of the level, you have to ride them in order to progress. And the squeegees are pretty much random when it comes to their motion, but you can manipulate them. Please get over here. Nope. You can manipulate them by throwing bombs on the ground. So you can see he's attracted by the noise of the bomb, and if I keep throwing my bombs here, then he should keep going in this general direction. I'm gonna kill that guy. And then, there we go. But you can see why having curling bombs would be a lot better. Curling bombs go in a straight line instead of being a projectile on the ground. So they're a lot more effective in dictating where the squeegee's gonna go. That's pretty much all I have for this level, though. Hopefully I won't mess up the end. If you got any donations, feel free to slide them down.
Absolutely. Sass253 donates $500 to say "woo me" in all caps. Arbalest donates $50, making my first donation of the run towards Splatoon 2, my favorite game of the past couple of years. Great run so far, and it's cool to see somebody from the localization team on the couch. CMM.
Got it! Yeah.
Nice.
Nice work.
All right. Wasn't the worst thing that can happen.
It was cool
with
to see you
flat
like
bombs.
wrestle to control that guy with bombs. Like he wanted to turn back toward that enemy, and you're like, no.
Yeah, because as soon as the bomb explodes, he has nothing to go off of
Right.
anymore. He's not attracted to anything.
Yeah.
So he just goes
yeah.
left and right, whatever tickles his fancy.
And that's why curling bombs are so important there.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Seeker from the first game or curling bombs? Do you prefer one or the other?
That's a good question. So curling bombs have the added advantage that they can bounce off walls. So you don't have to be nearly as precise with your placement of them.
But can Seekers technically go further if there's nothing to obstruct them?
I am unsure.
Okay.
They're effectively the same as far as the single player goes. And curling bombs, of course, they don't explode on enemies.
Right.
Seekers, if you touch the Seeker, then it would explode immediately, and that's a huge difference.
Maybe my favorite boss. I like this guy a lot.
Oh, this is actually my least favorite boss.
I mean,
so you can
not
get
to
off my
play.
couch.
It's okay. Just the way he looks. I like the.
Yeah, I
he
was
rides a
gonna
tiny
say,
little bike.
his visuals, yeah.
Yeah, I personally don't like this boss because the only reason that this boss is, challenging at all is because you're using the roller.
Yeah.
Because they force you to use the roller.
Yeah.
But if you do this boss fight with literally any other weapon,
it's
a
over real fast.
cakewalk. It is a straight cakewalk. I think it takes like 40 seconds.
Oh, wow. At least we get to see more time on the unicycle.
Yeah, right.
It's so small.
There you go. The roller has a really weird hitbox. Sometimes it'll insta-kill the tentacle, and sometimes it just won't do anything. I don't understand. And the rest of this is going to be, just facing the samurai, so. Any more donations?
Absolutely. Linkums donates $10 and says, "I ink, therefore I am."
Linkums. That sounds familiar. I think Linkums was the one who discovered that the cutscene skip exists in the boss fights. I want to say that's true. So I'm just going to say it's true.
CMM1215 donates $20. Hey Tones, CMM here. Good luck on the run. Excited to be here to see it in person. Callie is best squid.
Disagree.
And on that note, Callie and Marie donated $100. You gotta be squidding me. TonesBalones running Splatoon 2 this year. Best of luck with the run. See you at the final boss. Hope you're all ready to dance. Stay fresh. And on that note, also, the Splatoon 2 dance party has been met.
Wow, that was so fast.
Wow. We're dancing.
Thank you so much, everybody.
We're dancing
We're
like
dancing.
Ted.
You know it. You guys are in
I'm
for
ready.
you guys are in for a treat. We spent a big deal in the practice room. You know, we
Really long time.
really
Training
long
for
time.
months on end.
Yeah. Get the thing.
But did you take into account the wires that you're going to be wearing? Is
No.
that
Of
gonna,
course not. But that's not important. What's important is that we don't make a fool of ourselves.
Which we absolutely will.
Oh yeah, we're definitely making a fool of ourselves. Let's go. And we're going to be heading into World 3 now, which is something I should mention. So if any of you remember from Splatoon 1, there's a very famous skip called World 4 skip. And basically it manipulated the way the barrier was made so that you can just kind of jump past it. But in this game, they changed how the worlds are set up. You know, all of the worlds are separated by loading screens. So being able to skip a world, what we think is going to be impossible, we got really close though. We got really close. So in World 3, we found a way to clip inside the barrier. And there's a super jump panel inside the barrier. So we're thinking, if we can get inside there, we can just go straight to World 4. It's going to let us super jump. But no, they were smart. And they were like, the super jump panel is going to be there, but it's just not going to do anything. So now we're stuck with this really dumb clip that doesn't do anything.
Maybe they watched your GDQ run from last time.
I guarantee that's a thing. So this level is what we thought was going to be the hardest level in the game and the most inconsistent because these enemies are really stupid. Why do I have curling bombs out? All right.
Chasing these guys down.
Come here. And we thought that these enemies were just completely random. They would just, jump away and do whatever they wanted. But it turns out they're fairly manipulatable. Is that the right word? Is manipulatable a word? Or manipulated? All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So did you guys figure out some strategy that's consistent? Works on them all the time?
Yeah, we found out pretty much a quick kill strategy for all of these guys that work pretty much every time as long as you do them correctly.
Okay.
But they are very precise sometimes, and if you make a mistake, then it's possible that it won't work. And sometimes it won't work for, whatever reason, but it can directly be related to something that you did, so it's not random at all, which is very important. This is probably the most important quick kill to get. If I throw the bomb in front of him, he turns around right into me. But if you miss that and he goes past your bomb,
you're chasing that guy all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. There's also a really important speed tech that is really useful in this level, and that's called sub-strafing, which is something that really everyone should know if you are an online player or if you're interested in the speedrun. It's not super necessary, but it's one of those things that just, cleans up your movement a little bit. Basically, when you turn around in your ink, it's usually pretty slow because the game carries momentum. But if you use your sub-weapon and then pull back the sub-weapon, then you turn around and keep your momentum going. So if you do that, everywhere, if you're playing online, if you want to turn a corner, if you want to grab a key and turn around, then using that is very helpful. Here's a nice little cool jump. And I'm gonna miss? No, I'm not.
Nice.
Here we're going to be giving the Splatling weapon, which is not the best for movement. It's Kung Fu. How do you feel about the Splatling?
It's not my fave.
All right, that's what I figured. So the Splatling has to charge before it shoots a lot of shots.
You can't swim at all or it'll completely destroy the charge.
Yeah. So finding the right balance of when to shoot and how long you have to charge, because the charge actually affects a lot more than how long you shoot. It affects how fast the Splatling shoots. It affects how much distance you get on the bullets. So it's like this constant balancing act of how long can I charge it before it's too long and it's overkill. And luckily, I find it really fun to optimize it. So I like this level a lot. And it has a lot of cool skips at the end.
Nice. Those stairs can be kind of tricky.
Yeah, because it's not obvious where you're supposed to shoot to be able to get them to come out.
Nice. So were you falling off the edge there?
Yeah, a little
While
bit.
grabbing? Okay.
But it's fine, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Not your first time doing this.
Oh, really? It's my first time doing it.
Okay. You're really good at this.
You caught me. Hello? All right, I guess I'm taking damage.
That's okay.
See ya. Flutter, please.
Wow.
It takes me all the way back here?
You got
Rip! I hate this game.
You mean you love this game?
I love this game. All right.
That's
A
rough.
section so nice, he did it twice.
All right, this is how it's supposed to work. So these are actually a familiar enemy from Splatoon 1 you guys are going to recognize. These are the Flutters, and a lot of people did not like the Flutters in Splatoon 1, including myself, because they're random and they're bad and they insta-kill you. But in this game, they're a little bit more lenient. I mean, that's pretty much the first time I've died to those guys ever in my life. So it doesn't happen often. They're not really a big threat as much
if you
as
do
they
get
were.
stuck under them, you don't last long.
Yeah. See, this game added a little safety net. Whereas if you lose your health and you were to die, then you actually only break your armor, and that's
still survive a little
You
bit
still
longer.
survive, but you're also only one shot from death.
Right.
And
you walk a little bit slower.
And
too.
you walk really slowly, and the enemies can see you inside ink, so you can't hide. So
There's all kinds of bad stuff that happens. if you
all
lose your armor.
kinds of bad stuff.
All right, put the flutters behind us for the moment.
Flutters are gone. They're gone. I don't even care about flutters anymore. What are flutters? What are they? Any donos?
We sure do. Did you know gaming donated $5 to let you know manipulable is a word. Just wanted to make that be known.
Nailed it.
Did you know gaming? With the knowledge assist.
Dice Guy D30 donates $173. Every year I roll 10 30-sided dice and donate the sum as a joke about RNG. But last spring, my father was diagnosed with bone marrow cancer, so this time it's personal. As a result, I will be doing this not just once, but once every day. Here's to the start of a great week. Good luck to the runners, and let's hit cancer where it hurts.
Here's for the 1030 rolls. What's the odds of that happening? What? That's like astronomically low odds of you rolling, what was it, 10 30-sided dice and getting them all 30?
Did you just miss the zap fish?
No, absolutely not. No, no. No, I didn't. All right, we're
Close your
calling
eyes
it
for a
audible. We're calling it. Here it is. I'm gonna go here and then look at this. Look at this on the fly routing. This is how much of a god I am. All right, look at this. I'm gonna go straight through the middle, and then we're gonna go up here. This is gonna be the last one I get. Look at this. Look at this.
What
That's
panic?
that's what separates the men from the boys.
That was all on
okay?
purpose. We know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Just to show your backup strat skills on the big stage. I'm curious, do you have a favorite multiplayer stage?
I don't know. I really like Sturgeon Shipyard.
Yeah.
Sturgeon Shipyard's really good. Yeah. It depends on the game mode, though. It really does.
Sure.
Yeah, because, like, you know, Sturgeon Shipyard's really good for splat zones, but it's pretty bad for, like, tower control, right? but you know, Moray Towers is bad for everything, and no one likes Moray Towers.
Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to you after this because, like, I don't understand the hate.
No way you don't understand the hate. Have you played Moray Towers?
Of course I have. See, I like Moray Towers. I think it gets a lot of undeserved. I think people are working out some of their other issues with Moray Towers as a scapegoat.
Difficult map to work with.
That's true.
Let's be real.
I mean,
if somebody starts to push you back on it,
Yeah.
there's
Oh, that's true.
a very low chance of recovery.
Yeah, and the fact that most of the turf is really hard to get to, so it's not easy to move around the map, and the fact that the objectives are so far away from you from the spawn. So,
So
if
you guys actually brought evidence when I was asking about that.
if you
Okay.
lose control of the objective online, like
Yeah.
if you lose control of the splat zones, you're dead. Like you gotta fight back through hordes of enemy stuff to do that.
I just like the verticality.
Kobe? Didn't Kobe. That's a brick.
Okay, favorite salmon run map?
Um,
Now that there are a few.
the one with the house.
The Lost Outpost?
The outpost?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. I was just joking. And that's it. Any donos?
We have an anonymous $500 donation. Thank you so much for your kindness. Shenny Nerd drops $100 to say, gotta donate for the game I'm currently hooked on. 3 alts, 3,000%, hundreds of hours of fun. Thanks for the runs. It's been very informative. Love you guys.
Please. Can I make it? There we go.
Poor Marie.
First try.
So just to give people a quick idea, 1,000%. Like, what is a good time?
1,000%?
Yep. The time I saw you do it, you were like 11 hours or something like that. Is that right, or am I remembering that right?
14. It's like
Okay.
way different.
But
I don't know.
That's playing through single player 8 times. Is that right?
9 times.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 9 weapons.
Yeah. It's no joke. Like, you need to eat your Wheaties, drink your fluids,
Yeah, you gotta delete your Facebook, hire a lawyer.
all kinds of stuff. It's a whole hassle.
It definitely can probably be about, 12 hours or so. But that's if you practice,
Yeah.
and nobody wants to practice that run.
Also, this level's supposed to be a lot more intimidating than we get to see in the run.
Yeah, you're destroying
Yeah,
it.
totally.
This level's easy.
You're doing a couple things out of the standard order there, the way you got that key.
Right, yeah, you can go right side.
Yeah.
That's something we actually didn't know about until like 2 weeks into the run. I was like, oh, look at this clip Valu posted. Cool. And then we did that.
Nice. Yeah,
Then
that's
we're gonna get to this section, which is really the only really challenging, difficult part. And if you miss it, you lose quite a bit of time.
I find most of this stage kind of challenging though. All the sponges, they're always getting. I move a lot slower than you, and so my sponges are always getting
Oh, really?
shrunk
I'm
down.
upset about it.
It's okay.
All
man.
right,
You
let's
got this.
just pretend that didn't happen. All right, so you can see what I was going for, and that's what's important, right? It's about the effort.
It looks good.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and kill these guys because they're annoying otherwise, like that.
That's what always happens to me.
Yeah. That whole floor is not inkable, so you just have to kind of walk across it, which is really stupid. Beep.
There we go.
Got it. So almost out of World 3. Got one level left, and then the boss fight. Hopefully, the next level goes well. World 3 has not been very kind to me. Not been very kind, but you know that's okay. We're doing this for charity. So get your donations in. You know, we already met the incentive, so you know, put it towards other stuff. My personal runner's choice, if any of you were to put runner's choice, is master mode in all main quests for Breath of the Wild. Very interesting run. It's going to change a lot.
Got a lot of time to donate for that one.
Oh yeah, that's the closer, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Beep. So this level is a parking garage. It resembles like a car wash, I guess.
It's because they're a parking garage.
No, it's called. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. And it's really octoling, octoling heavy. It requires you to kill the octolings before you progress. No, I'm sorry, you splat the octolings. Very important. There's no killing in this game, you splat them. I wouldn't say it's a fun level, but it's one of my most practiced levels because it's difficult. Any level with the charger is difficult, really, because aiming with it is really, really hard. Here I'm gonna kind of bait him out. Just kind of shift slightly to the right, and he doesn't know what to do. It's one thing I don't really get with the AI in this game. A lot of times they're just really smart, and they'll, lock aim onto you when they're super jumping through a forest, and you're in the ink and swimming fast and super jumping as well. It's like they auto aim sometimes, and then other times you just kind of slip past them, like, all right, see ya, bye, goodbye, and then like, oh, goodbye, see ya. It's up there. I can make the jump. Thank you.
Oh. Nicely done.
Here's a little quick kill. Gonna throw a splat bomb there, and then it's gonna grab me the key right there.
Very nice.
And then to end off the level, we gotta hit that dope shot.
Because how many orbs do you need for the second upgrade?
You need 800 for the second upgrade, but I have plenty of time to get all of those orbs. Like, I've never been, like, less than 100 extra orbs by the end of the run.
Okay, Splatoon Trivia.
Yeah?
Do you know what the orbs are officially called?
They are power eggs.
Very good.
Let's go! All right, now you guys have to donate $50. For every question of Splatoon Trivia I get.
Well, they're supposed to be like salmon eggs, right?
Salmon, yeah, it's like caviar.
Yeah, they look like little orange salmon eggs.
I don't like caviar. Does anyone like caviar?
I'm not a huge fan. Haven't eaten it that many times, but very salty.
It's really salty.
Yeah.
It's like you're just eating liquid salt.
Except it's fish eggs.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel when I run this game, so I should be used to it.
like you're constantly eating liquid salt?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen your stream.
You caught me. This boss looks familiar.
Yeah. You guys may recognize him as the first boss in Splatoon 1.
But this time, he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. He's a little tricky guy.
He got a jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweet new coat.
Sweet new coat. Very good. Yeah, a fun story about this boss. So when this game first came out on day one, me and a bunch of other Splatoon 1 community members, we did a blind race of this run because we were like, it's Splatoon 2, we don't really care about spoilers, so let's just go ahead and do a blind race. To which it was, just about under 3 hours in our first playthrough. And we get to this boss, right? And we're like, oh, this is the same boss from Splatoon 1. It's just Octostomp. But I go straight towards him, and then he charges at me and kills me instantly. And I'm like, all right, this is not what I expected to happen. So this boss is completely 100% different than what he was in Splatoon 1.
I mean, he's got a sweet new coat. So.
He's got a sweet new coat. Which is a freezer bag, by the way.
Yeah.
For those of you kids who may have never seen a freezer bag before.
Refrigeration is important.
Dodge roll is so helpful in this.
Yeah, another thing to keep in mind with the dualies that I may have not mentioned is that when you roll, if you stay in place, then the double reticle will turn into a single reticle, and you increase your fire rate. So it kills the tentacle a little bit faster.
I like how you're able to grab the catfish or the zapfish there before the ink fully clears
Yeah,
off the
before,
screen.
before I even see anything.
Yeah.
All right, so while we're heading into World 4, anything special for us to know about?
Absolutely. I'd like to actually point out that we do have prizes available for this run, including a double-sided Splatoon charm, a Splatoon 2 hoodie and hat, and a Splatoon 2 vinyl and guide. If you donate cumulative $5, you'll be entered to win the charm, $10 for the hoodie and hat, and $25 for the vinyl and guide.
So that that Splatoon record that April just mentioned, I just wanted to call it. I donated that, and I wanted to call it out. It was something that was created as like a giveaway for press in Europe. So it was not for sale, and it has like 3 songs. It only has 3 songs on it, but what's super cool, I don't know if it got shown off on stream, but
It's a vinyl record?
yeah, it's a vinyl record, and the record itself has all these like logos and decals like burned into the record. So it's not for sale anywhere. So if you're a Splatoon fan, I would recommend donating for that.
That is sweet. I want that. I'm going to put it on my wall.
You should donate.
I will. I was going to do a thing where I donate for every death, but I'd be broke.
You haven't died that many times.
All right, donate for every small mistake ever. For every second lost in every level.
It's rough.
Yeah, this level is pretty challenging, I'd say. It's cycle based, so you have to make sure that you go fast enough to make the cycles. Otherwise, you'll lose a little bit more time. But it's not like a hard capped cycle anywhere, really. You can make your way through no matter what the cycle is, so it works out fine.
And this is like, I think pretty much the first time they throw these rotating platforms at you in the single player.
Yeah.
I mean, they have the kind of pinwheel ones in Splatoon 1.
Oh, right.
Right, yeah. In Splatoon 1, there was a level called Tumbling Platforms, which
Yeah.
was a really good level, but unfortunately it was in World 4, so we just skipped it.
Oh, yeah.
Wah, wah. What a shame. In World 4, we also had to skip a really boring auto-scroller. Which, keep in mind, I should mention in this game, there's only there's only 2 auto-scrollers in this entire game. And both of them are in one level in World 4. They're just like, all right, how can we make the players hate this one level? But I made a really good cycle here.
Nice. Yeah, that was really good.
Boom.
Good job.
So Tones, what is one bit of advice you can give to someone who's just learning the run or trying to get into learning the run?
That's a good question.
Don't get angry. Don't get angry. There's a lot of things in this game where if I wasn't in a marathon run right now, we'd have a little bit of language happening. But you know, we gotta keep it for the kids, and we're doing it for charity. You know what? You know, unless we get like a $10,000 dono right now, I'm not gonna. I'm still not gonna do it. But that's fine. There's a lot of things that will just seem inconsistent, but. And I've definitely been victim of being like, this game is just out to get me, man. It's just bad luck. But really, it's just execution. You gotta practice this game a lot. You have to know every little small detail about the levels to make sure that those things don't happen.
Right, especially compared to the first one. Just learning like enemy AI to begin with is pretty important.
It's so interesting to me too, like knowing a bit about the thinking behind, you know, the way the dev team makes these levels and stuff like that. Like obviously they're thinking about a huge array of people and different types of players when they make these levels. So it's really interesting to hear that specific feedback from speedrunners and how things that, you know, may not have been thought of, you know, as something that a speedrunner would like or dislike, once people are actually trying to make their way through the game as fast as possible, those things can really stand out. It's like, oh, I hate it when that happens.
Right.
Yeah. One thing I can definitely tell that the devs kept in mind was
skip.
maybe that skip right there.
Yeah.
Right there. You got me. The fact that the game is definitely tailored more towards competing towards ILs.
Yeah.
Because they added the in-game timer, they added the weapon upgrades. There's many different weapons you can try out. So doing ILs is actually the most popular aspect of speedrun.com. In fact, when the game, like the first 3 months of the game, we were like top 10 in most active games, and there was only like 20 runs on the 80% board. But we're like, why is that possible? It's because there's so many people who submit ILs.
Right, and it's easy to just, just play like a 2 or 3 minute level.
Rather
as
than
opposed
doing
to
this for
committing.
like 2 hours, yeah.
Right.
All right, so we actually have a $4,000 donation
Woo!
from our partners over at Fangamer. Hello from Fangamer. Here's to another great GDQ marathon. A big thank you to everyone who buys our GDQ merchandise. You made this donation possible. We're splitting up our donation towards a few different incentives. Half for Runner's Choice, which is Master Mode in Breath of the Wild.
Let's go.
And half for Sumichu to sing Snake Eater after Metal Gear Solid 3 tomorrow.
Wow, that would be
I'd
incredible.
actually like to mention the Fangamer merchandise this year looks amazing. There
Yeah.
is this wonderful varsity jacket that I'm probably going to purchase.
I saw that. Oh,
So good.
So thank you so much again to Fangamer.
Yeah, there's like a scarf in there. There's some really cool pins, so you should definitely go check that stuff out.
yeah, and you can keep going because this is the level I was talking about that has the auto scrollers.
All right, speaking of, well, not speaking of auto scrollers, but Liquid Salt donated $50.
Tasty.
Power eggs.
That's right, Power Eggs. Part of the
Omega
balanced
Evolution
breakfast.
drops $150 to say, hey, we have been following AGDQ since their early days and never miss out on it. Great run so far and hope the event goes well for all runners. Cheers from Omega and Karen. Definitely Zost donates $50. Well, he told me to, so here you go. Put towards Runner's Choice.
Yo, let's go. I'm going to put that on my resume. I raised $50 for charity by just telling someone to do it. Speaking of reaching a goal, I really want to see this ticker reach 60,000 by the end of this run. Mostly because I want to put it on a resume that I just raised $60,000 for charity. This is completely not true, but they don't know that.
I don't know how good for your ego that's going to be, though. You're gonna
Listen,
start
my
thinking
ego
you can-
is fine. There's no problems.
You're going to start thinking you can shape reality just by saying things.
We have a $30 anonymous donation. I could really use some more data on this donation. Could you use it for a bit?
Wow. It's a little Sheldon reference there.
Lunatine Ox donates $10. Zoomy to that woomy tones. We have $100 from Kaya. Thanks everyone, runners, staff, and support for what you do. Very happy to support this great event for 5 years running. Landissimo drops $50. Everyone involved
It's tricky.
You gonna be okay, Tones?
I got it covered. Don't worry.
Liquid salt!
I got it covered.
That's the code word we were talking about. Liquid salt. Give me the massage. It's
Got you,
fine. I
got
need
you.
it.
You got it.
Is Liquid Salt your Splatoon 2 safe word?
Yes. I'm crying on the inside.
Oh.
Bing.
All right, so we do have $50 from Landazimo, as I said. Everyone involved in GDQ should be infinitely proud of themselves. Great job, everyone, and good luck on the speed runs. T-Boy donates $30. Sup, Tones? It's your boy T-Boy. Good luck on the run, my dude, and let's see that dance party.
Yo, T-Boy is my dude. What's up, T-Boy? Oh, really?
Peaches Danny donates $150. My husband and I always look forward to GDQ. So proud of the gaming community and all that has been accomplished through these events. Good luck to all the runners.
You got it. There we go.
Boom.
Boom.
I can't tell you the number of times, though, that I have just held, where I've made it, but jumped and held that you just slide right through that
Yeah.
grate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's no good.
No bueno. That's it in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I use Japanese in my job, and I was happy to see from the Japanese speedrunning community that there is a Japanese restream of the AGDQ stream this year. And I don't know if they're doing every single run with commentary in Japanese, but I know that Splatoon is really popular in Japan, and so I'm hoping this run is getting some coverage in Japanese.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure. From my experience from doing the restream from RTA in Japan, which just happened across the New Year's, they probably won't be translating word for word.
Right.
They're just going to be providing a general commentary
Yeah.
to which if Hashed Rice is watching right now, he's the current world record holder. He's a Japanese runner. Then hi.
Remember that time you talked about how much you love this map?
I love this map.
It's Mori Towers, guys.
Yay.
That was like this was like the first map you brought back from Splatoon 1, and I think everybody was just like, why this one? Out of
For the
all
record,
the maps.
it wasn't me personally.
Yeah. From what I heard as well is that this map won the fan vote from Japan. So they brought back, what were the two maps they brought back? It was this map and Port Mackerel. And I think Port Mackerel was up there in US, and then Moray Towers was in Japan. That's still a really good level, though. Nothing really bad happened. I'm talking about how nice all the aesthetics are in this game. Like the something that people have pointed out multiple times while I've just been practicing in the practice room is why is there glitter in the ink in single player mode? It doesn't really. It doesn't have glitter online or when you play Salmon Run.
I wonder why.
The answer to that is in single player, the hero weapons use a special ink called low tide ink, and I completely made that up.
I was like, wait, what are you going to say?
That's not what it is.
In my mind, glitter makes things pretty, so.
Yeah. It's just a little.
It's also, it is explained. It is actually explained.
Here we're given a really special weapon called the Brella. This is another new weapon that they've just introduced in this game. It functions like a shotgun, but it also has an added attachment, which I'll show shortly when I have a chance. Where if you hold down the fire button, then it'll give you a deployable. I almost said deplorable shield. A deployable shield, which will protect you from damage.
I think this is this the only stage in the single player campaign where you are required to use the Brella?
Yes. Yes, there's 3 weapons where you only use it once, and it's the Brella, the blaster, and the brush. And I don't want to talk about the brush right now.
Okay. No, we're not going to force you to talk about it.
Don't worry, it's coming up soon. It's coming up soon.
It's gonna be okay. You have your masseuse on hand.
Just use your safe word.
Liquid salt.
I got you covered.
Oh yeah.
I personally love the Brella, though. The Brella's great.
This was introduced in single player mode like quite a bit before it was actually available in multiplayer.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to like every other weapon.
Yeah, so people got the game and they're like, man, this weapon's so cool. I want to use it all the time. And they
Yeah.
never could. But I did a nice little cool skip there, so clap for that, please. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Normally
Great
you're
job.
using like a couple different propellers to bring the platforms in alignment, but
Yeah. Yeah, like what was it? The intended way to do that is to kill both of the splat.
Yeah.
You splat both of the chargers, and then you like get a key, and then the key gives like a special platform that you use. I don't know. It's just do the skip.
so boring to do it that way. Why would you do it that way when you can do it the cool way?
Yeah. Unless you're doing the level with the brush, because if you're doing the level with the brush, then you can't do the skip, because
All right.
I love the brush.
So I like this level from a casual perspective, but I'm curious what the opinion on it is for speedrunning.
It's fine. Like, there's nothing really horrible about this level in the long run.
I was curious if you'd hate it because it takes you to 3 different, discrete areas. That you have to complete.
That's what I was gonna get to. Is like the only reason I would hate it is because it's long and you have to go to these 3 different areas. You just have to kind of like search for the key and retrieve it, and then you go back. Another problem with this level, I'll get into it at the end, but it adds the squeegees back, so I don't have to use the squeegees again. But
It's not so bad, though.
it's not too bad. Plus, the blaster is really good at manipulating the squeegees. So, get the unlock. Thank you. Beep.
Get in there.
And so, main thing about this map is that you're using the blaster, which is also not the best weapon for movement, and kill potential and ink requirement is through the roof with this weapon. So it deals a lot of damage, but it's really hard to use in most scenarios.
Well,
That's fine. See ya.
It's like when that curling bomb doesn't curl quite like you think it's going to.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that I really appreciate about this game is that if you throw a curling bomb on a rotating platform, then the curling bomb will actually curl towards the center, and that's actually physically correct. I studied that in my mechanics class, which I got a C in, but it counts. It counts. It counts. C's get degrees.
Wow.
Please die. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab the armor here.
Yep.
Not a bad option.
It instantly restores you back to like standard health.
Yeah. If you have full health, then and you grab the armor, then it'll give you an extra stack. But if you have already broken your armor and you grab armor, then it just instantly restores your health.
Yep. Are there situations in the speedrun where you get that double stack of armor with the like sparkly helmet? Or do you
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, there's places where it's just convenient to get double armor.
Yeah.
So you might as well get it to just be safe. Pop. This is what I was talking about with the squeegees
my
are
goodness,
really
yeah.
easy to do with the blaster because they're attracted to the shots and you get a lot of them.
Yeah, I have nightmares about this area though.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But that was exactly how they were supposed to go,
Nice.
so that was really good.
Yeah, that was good.
Sub 3 level though. Sub 3. I'll take
The
it.
experimentorium. Also a real word.
Yes, I know what the blaster does. Just let me fight the boss. All right, we're heading into. This is definitely the most technical boss of all the main 4. Well, first of all, you're using the charger, which is difficult to use in itself.
Yep.
And you have to shoot a moving target, and you have to shoot him like super optimally. You can't waste any time doing an extra bit of charge. You have to position yourself right. This is definitely my most practiced boss, and I still don't do it consistent. So if I do, then it's a miracle.
This is a very interesting boss too for the 1000% run. Because
Yeah,
of
yeah,
all
I
the
was just
weapons.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Once you start using shorter range weapons, you really have to get creative.
Yeah, exactly.
This boss is horrible with the other weapons, man.
Tell us how you really feel.
Oh my god, especially the brush.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think I spent like 30 minutes doing this boss alone.
So, okay, I've got one little lore thing here. I don't know, maybe you guys know this or not, but in Japan, there's a thing that women especially will wear while they're in the shower, which looks exactly like that hat there to protect your hair, basically. And
So it's like a little rubber umbrella for
it's
your
like
head.
it's a shower cap that's definitely more recognizable in Japan. So I don't know
Right.
if Western audiences would recognize it as that, but it's something that like the Japanese players would see and immediately recognize.
And he also has a rubber ducky on it. That's what I like.
He does.
Yeah. Yeah. So unfortunately, I didn't get the quick kill both times, but hopefully, yeah, I get that one. So it's still pretty fast, and as long as I don't die in this boss, I'm happy. Ping.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And we got a little bit of downtime, so if there's any special requests.
Well, I have a $30 donation from Kiros. I can't believe you're gonna beat
Kudos.
Splatoon 2, and in the time it took me to beat some levels of single player. Well, as they say, woo me.
Tudos, huh?
A name I feel I've heard before.
I haven't been called that in years.
Anon222 donates $100. Very excited about seeing Splatoon 2. I love all the wonderful people I've met playing this game.
This game's like competitive community is really great. It's really good. If you you know peruse around online, you can easily find some nice tasty discords to get into, meme about the Splatfests and stuff like that. I really love Splatfest. Splatfests are so much fun. I don't think I've lost yet. I don't think I've lost the Splatfest yet.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Same here, actually.
Oh, what team were you in the last one?
Last one, which was...
It was Team Sweater.
Sweater.
Sweaters
Yep.
versus Sucks.
You're gonna be comedy or action?
Comedy for
There you
sure.
go.
Are you
There
kidding
you
me? Like, what kind of question is that? All right, here's the full charge swing-a-ding. Bing.
Is that the official term
Yeah.
for it?
Yep.
Full charge, swing-a-ding,
Bing.
bing. This is our final world.
And we get started with the coolest level.
That was some nice level entrance as well.
Yeah, that was really nice. Nice little manipulation to get the level open.
Yeah, normally, I mean, there's a ton of invisible pathways through that, and you've got to do all kinds of weird navigation to get there.
Yeah, and that's way more consistent to enter that level because the level is actually on a rotating platform, and you
Yep.
can only enter the level if you have the platform upright. But when you super jump to the level, it automatically sets the thing upright, so it just works out.
Levels involving the dualies just look so awesome
Yeah.
every time. Every time.
And I think they're also some of the ones that look maybe the easiest as he's just like zipping through, but he's hitting some really nice movement. And like now that he just was down to like 1 health, recovered health, now he's back down again. So it's cool to see this optimized like this.
Yeah.
Bing.
It just feels faster.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Fun thing about the little ramps, if you roll into a ramp, then it'll actually like continue on momentum and you jump farther. That's a little speed tech, and it also might mess you up if you need to go a certain distance and you overshoot the target.
There it is. I love that little jump down
Yeah.
there.
I love how they put the little squid rings there, and they're out of reach unless you do the jump. And it's like, they just expect you to be like, wow, the squid ring, I've jumped through that before. Let me do it this time. Whoa, I skipped it. I think this is one of the first ILs that really blew up.
Oh, yeah.
That was weird.
I missed it. What happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We'll run the tape back. We'll check it out later.
Clip it. Wait. Using a special Switch feature, I just recorded the video, and now I can go back and watch it later.
Like doing my own promo talk for me, man.
Yeah, right? Successfully saved. See, like, didn't even waste any time. So we're going to go straight from the best level into the worst level, and I appreciate it. So please keep my mind off Splatoon and save some donations. or shout outs or something. Anything.
All right, Tones. Blue Cheetah donates $100. Got this game for Christmas, and man, it's good. Gonna have to try out the single player after this. Senti Espion donates $10. GDQ is fantastic each and every year, and I'm excited to finally donate a little bit. Switch games in particular
There you
thrill
go.
me, and TonesBalones is doing splendidly. Keep it up, don't get cooked, and stay off the hook.
All right, so you can tell what I'm doing now. You know, I kind of failed the first one, but by throwing the bombs and doing a little suicide jump, you can unlock the level from there, and that's still faster than going across the invisible platforms.
All the way around.
All right, so I don't know if you've been like keeping track of all the times I've complained about the run so far, but let's do a
17.
recap. Let's do a recap.
17 times. Just kidding.
You don't even have 17 fingers. How'd you
don't.
count that
I
high?
I have toes too.
Oh, the toes. Okay, so octopods, right? Octopods I've complained about because you know they're pretty strong enemies and they don't have a lot of health, but they do one-shot you, so pretty hard to beat.
Which guys are you calling octopods?
These guys. Is that right?
I'll have to consult my guide. There is Octomissile, but I believe that's referring to something else.
Yeah, I think that's like what the what Octavio shoots at you.
Oh man. Oh well.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, what else? Yeah, the octopods, those are pretty bad. Oh, this guy up here, these are called Tentacooks.
Yes.
I call them Sprinty Jimmies, Sprinty guys, Sprinty boys, the fast boy.
AKA.
He's pretty annoying, and they added him to the level.
Yeah.
What?
Aw.
Okay.
Did that bomb push you off?
The bomb pushed me
Yeah.
off. Yeah, the bomb gave me knockback. That's all right. There we go. I'm just going to kill him from up here.
Nice.
Because
There.
when you kill him while he's in midair, it'll actually spawn the key right on top of the platform.
Huh.
And that's something that actually tripped us up a lot in this level was we would go down and then kill him while he was
Right.
down there. And if you killed him too early, then the key would spawn back on top. So you have to waste time to go
wow.
back all the way to the top. But then we just found a quick kill setup to kill him up there. Shield enemies I've complained about. That's a pretty solid one. Oh my god, that went beautifully.
Yeah.
That was really good RNG. What I was doing there is basically I jump on top of the platform, and that lets me basically just shoot my, like the ink will fall on top of him, which bypasses the shield. So it's fast to do that. And then, last but not least, squeegees.
Oh, this is the squeegee zone that I still have bad dreams about.
It's squeegees on invisible platforms.
Yep.
While you have the Splatling guys shooting at you. Can I make that? I can make that.
Nice. I have spent so long there.
Yeah. 217, that's really good with the def. Like, back like a month ago, if I got a 217, I'd be popping off. Gonna switch to the Splatling here because I can ink this platform early, which is a place where I need to go, and kind of skip a little cycle.
It's a really interesting overworld for sure.
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
definitely the hardest one to route because like getting to the levels are mostly based on cycles. So you have to really think about, was the cycle worth it? Like, is it worth it to stay on the UFO platforms? Is there a way to unlock the level early by throwing bombs? You know, there's a lot of things that you have to keep in mind when routing this level. And I think this route is pretty solid, but you know, you never know.
I love this level. There's it seems like there's a lot of good opportunities here to use curling bombs, like a lot of long straight lines. Unless I'm thinking about something else. Nope, it's this one.
Oh, that was a wrong shot. So the roller, if you haven't seen Splatoon 2, it has 2 different modes of dealing damage. If you press the shoot button, then you will do a horizontal flick. But if you jump in the air, then you do a vertical flick. And I just make a little smiley face on the wall there. And so you do a vertical flick, and that's really good for shooting a lot of ink in front of you. What?
Nice.
Also, the music here is great as well.
Oh yeah, this is a banger.
Definitely a banger.
So there are actually 2 new bands that released music in one of the recent updates.
That's right. They added the jazz song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The jazz band is an all-female squid band called Ink Theory. I don't know if the name of the band made it into the game itself, but it was
I
at
know
least
it's
in
I know it's
some
like on their
promotional
PR
material.
team.
Yeah, and then there's another one that kind of sounds like.
No! What?
Oh dear.
That's okay. There's a checkpoint right there. Yeah, those bowling balls have a really strong and fat hitbox.
Yeah.
Just like my brother. I don't know if he's here yet. I know my brother is supposed to come in and watch, but
Like mid-run?
Yeah, like mid-run.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know if he's here yet, and if he is, hey, I called you fat.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Where am I going?
brotherly
No!
callouts.
I hesitated. I missed the cycle. No!
Instant karma.
That was literally,
That was from calling your brother fat.
literally instant karma. Let's go ahead and jump back over here. All right. I don't know if I can get it from here. Oh, I did get it from there, but I can't do a second one, so I'm gonna jump here instead. Come here, green boy. I love the sound the roller makes when you're just sliding it on the floor. That's the wrong level.
Oh,
I panicked. There we go.
You got this, man.
Yeah, the roller goes like when you roll
That
it.
was pretty accurate, actually. Yeah.
What was that?
I was impressed by that.
How does that go?
It goes.
Oh. So we're coming pretty close to the end here, right? We've got a couple more stages left.
Yeah. What am I doing? Throw another curling bomb. Please go. This is like one of the hardest sections of the game right here.
Yeah.
Just avoiding all of the enemies. Because if you were to lose your armor early there, you
you're
die.
done.
You die. There's no way to avoid it.
That slow from breaking your armor is rough sometimes.
Yeah.
I really like this section too, even though it can be a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, there's a lot of, jumps here, and, it's...
Yep.
You miss jumps sometimes. Sometimes you just miss jumps.
I would say arguably for a first-time player of single-player mode, this could be like the hardest level.
Oh yeah. Well, and the checkpoints are kind of far
Yeah,
apart.
Yeah.
checkpoints
I
are
was thinking-
really, really unforgiving in
Yeah,
this level.
definitely the end is rough if you don't have strats down for it.
It's gone pretty okay so far. Beep. Hopefully these splatling guys aren't going to bother me. He bothered me. He bothered me. We're fine. All right, dying there would have been really bad because then I also would have lost my special, which I'm gonna use shortly.
So this is the part.
This
I
is a
was
really
mentioning
dumb
earlier.
part.
Yeah.
This is really dumb. I'm going to use the rain cloud here. And the rain cloud is a special that you can find on some weapons in multiplayer. And it makes a little damaging cloud. That's
So helpful.
It's very helpful, very, very helpful. All right, 2 more levels. 2 more levels. 2 more levels and then the final boss. And then I'll get into the final boss. Which is really fun. And then we can have our dance party.
And then we get to dance.
Dance party!
There's always that.
Whoop, whoop.
It's coming.
And now I wait. Zoom. Nice. I'm going to unlock this level. And then unlock this guy.
Yeah, this like hub world seems like the most like a level in itself, where you when you come there the first time, you really have to kind of stop and find your way through.
All right, there's a cycle skip I'm going to be going for, which I really shouldn't. But knowing my luck, since this is already a bad run, I'm just going to get it.
Hey,
So
this run is going great. Positive thinking.
got it. Got it. Boom. That's a skip because it sets me at this checkpoint, and then I cry a little bit inside. So yeah, that's the cycle skip that I was going for. It is risky because it's really tight.
Yeah.
But it saves 8 seconds, and if you die there, whatever, you just go back to the checkpoint. You lose like 6 seconds. Here, like I could kill that guy over there, but killing that guy actually activates this platform. And if you kill him early, then the platform will rise up.
You gotta wait for it to go
You have
back
to
down.
wait.
Yep.
Yeah. This section right here is a total pain. Oh my god. When I did this in the blind race, I actually died 3 times, and I flatted and went back to the beginning of the level. That's another thing I should mention that I don't know if it's obvious, but you only have 3 lives per attempt of the level, and you get a refill of life every time you get a checkpoint. But you know, if you lose those 3 lives, then you go back to the straight beginning of the level, which is very, very unfortunate. Here, you're also supposed to do a bunch of little tasks to get all of the buttons. Oh my god, that was so fast. How did I grab the button? Or the key? Whatever. I'm going to switch to Seekers here, and then, as I said before, a little rotating platform.
Yep.
Makes it nice.
C's get degrees.
C's get degrees. That's what I'm saying. Yes. You ever get a C in college?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Yeah. Donate if you ever got a C in college. It's not something you should really be proud of.
Donate if you are super average.
That's what I'm saying. All right. So I'll let you just read through donations in this level. Might as well. There's not really much to talk about.
All right, we have a $200 donation from Foop Hoof. Watching this made me remember that I forgot to finish single player. I should fix that.
Get on that.
An IRL Rabbit donates $25. I'd like to dedicate this donation to Sheever. Last year, the most prominent woman in Dodo was diagnosed with breast cancer when she was just 31. But thanks to early detection, she's on the path to a full recovery. Hope the rest of your treatment goes well, Sheev, and hope you're back in full swing soon.
Yeah, we need more of that. More recovery. That's what we're here for.
Kimmy donates $100. Hello from Canada. Since I won't be able to watch the Pokemon run because of work, I'll just have to donate during my second favorite game. Squid Party is best party.
Second favorite, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Nyota donates $30. Thanks GDQ for everything you do. Tones, you are a beast. A beast.
A beast?
A beast.
You're a beast.
Beast? I'm a beast?
Yeah.
You're a beast.
I'm a beast. I'm a beast. Yeah. All right.
You're a weird beast, but you're a beast.
No. Okay. Thanks.
Oh my gosh. What's happening? Has this ever happened before?
Oh, where a UFO jumps out and
Yeah.
has a strange boss kettle just on it. I wonder what's supposed to happen.
This is all new to me. I don't know.
All right.
My feet are starting to twinge. Like
Yeah, right?
getting the urge to do a little hot step.
No.
Maybe some real dancing.
Where am I going? This guy. Let's go.
Head over to Cephalon HQ.
Unfortunately, there's no real way to get to the boss fight that's convenient, so I'm just going to super jump to the fastest level to die, and then I can just kind of jump this way. That's okay. You can't make that cycle anyway. Zoop. Zoop.
It's nice that the ink stays there.
Yeah. I don't even know if I mentioned. I upgraded the hero shot because, so it's not required to get the level 2 hero shot. It is possible, but it's really hard and it's slower because you can't do fast skips.
So it's actually faster to go back to World 1, upgrade the hero shot, and then come here than to do it with the unupgraded. Oh my goodness.
All right, so I'd like to remind everyone, especially in the audience, at the end of this boss fight on our queue, we start a dance party.
I hope you put on your dancing shoes.
These are the only pair of shoes I have.
Yeah.
Because I'm a guy.
A dance party is a party. So that's not just here. That's out here.
It's out
right?
here. Dance
We're all on the
dance
same
at
page
home.
here.
We're dancing at home. We're
Yes.
dancing. If you're at work right now, dance. If you are with your grandma, tell your grandma to
Time.
dance.
I mean, it's not quite time, but it's almost.
Yeah. Just, get all prepped. Get a little bit of stretching going on.
It's good. Don't want to pull anything.
Pulling sick PBs. That's what I want to pull. You know what I'm saying? This is not a PB.
Ooh, and a sync party.
So people like to say Octavio doesn't have any bangers. Octavio's got some bangers. In my opinion, it's like Katy Perry and then Kesha and then DJ Octavio. All right, cool. So that
Nice.
strat right there is called the double fist, where if he shoots both fists at the same time, then it's actually really difficult to get both of the fists back in time. So what you have to do is kind of delay them both while they come at you. Otherwise, they'll hit the ground and retreat before you can kill them both. Come on. So yeah, we are seeing in action the reason why this boss is not fun for runners of any age. So a lot of casual players might not know this, but Octavio's actions are random. So as you can see, I can only damage Octavio if he shoots glowing fists at me. And I need 8 total fists to end the phase. And obviously the order at which he shoves glowing fists in my face is random. So, sometimes he'll shoot spinning fists, sometimes he'll shoot bombs, sometimes he does a flutter attack, and sometimes he does none of that. That amount of RNG variance is really, really unfortunate in the speedrun. Because in all things considered, from what we've tested so far and in our experience running the game, is this boss fight can vary by about a minute and a half.
Wow.
Between best RNG and worst RNG. Also the fact that best RNG is really, really rare. So it's pretty unfortunate. It can definitely make or break a run, especially if you get to the top level, where you're just trying to count seconds. How many fists am I at? Was that 4? I think that was 4.
Yeah, I believe so.
This guy is not cooperating right now.
He just wants his screen time.
Please. Octavio!
Man, this RNG. It's not friendly right now.
There you go. Thanks, buddy. All right. That was 5.
Yeah.
So if you ever lose count of the fists, they actually show the text box every time you hit the fifth fist. That's a tongue twister. Try saying fifth fist 3 times fast.
Fifth fist, fifth fist, fifth fist.
There you go.
I did it.
Right. Oh, hello. That was 8.
Sorry.
All right. This is the last phase. So Marie is going to snipe the glasses right off of Callie using her special low tide ink that I mentioned before. And now she's stunned. So this is our chance to attack. And right after this phase is over, we thought it is fine. You already know what's going down. The last song
is what you donated for.
This is what you donated for. This is gonna be fun. Man, I'm already jamming.
It's a banger.
What's the song called? I forgot. Do you know, Ethan?
Calamari Incantation?
No, Calamari Incantation is the last one.
That's the last one, my bad.
No, it's not. Bomb Rush Blush is
Tide
the first
goes
one.
out? I could be wrong.
Yes, Tide goes out,
Okay.
yes. There you go.
Nice spin move.
He wasn't expecting that one. All right, that was number 5. There you go, big boy. So what was it you were saying about how Octavio got his name?
Well, the Japanese name is DJ Tako Wasa, and taco means octopus, and
Oh, it didn't matter.
cool. So he's grinding, those green things are wasabi. So he's grinding wasabi. All right,
Shall we?
let's save that thought, because it's
Here
time
we
to
go.
dance. Are we taking these off? I'm gonna keep mine on.
We'll be the support. It's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we
Yeah,
set?
you guys are good. You guys can stay right
Okay,
there
okay.
and dance in
Yeah,
place.
Okay. All right, everybody. Let's feel it. Get on your feet if you feel like it.
Woo! All right, let's go. Keep the dance going, because this is gonna keep going. I'm going to attempt to keep dancing while I'm playing. All right, gyro controls don't make this very easy.
Don't stare too hard at the screen.
No, I already missed the fist.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get the hips into it. There
That's
it is.
right.
There's another one. All right. Woo! I should mention here,
Wow.
this weapon is a very famous weapon if you play online multiplayer. This is called the Rainmaker.
Make it rain.
We making it rain in here. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Using it all.
Where's my gyro? There it is.
I feel a little bit sick.
All right, we're almost done. I think that was 5. 6. Oh.
Sorry, I got you in the head there.
Hey, it's all good, man.
Last one. Boom.
Here we go.
Oh my God, I landed up perfectly. Let's go.
Go, here we go.
And
Ready for
time.
Good work.
Looks like final time was 1:40.06. I was above estimate. I'm a failure.
by 0.06 of a second? Is that right?
It was by 6 seconds.
Oh, 6 seconds. my bad.
6.7 seconds.
6.7 seconds.
But still, you know what? I'd rather have a run that goes perfectly to estimate that's fun
Yeah.
than a run that's just like, I'm way better than my estimate. That's right? Because that's how schedules work. You know, you got to make sure the GDQ staff
is super
nice
happy
and
with
on
you right
time.
now.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Staff
really
is like,
pleased.
I'm going to get this guy back.
Awesome.
So any last-minute donations while the credits run, go ahead and slide those out.
Absolutely. We have $30 from the Stoic Jester. Loved the Death Warp on that auto-scroller. Shout out to my sister Gwen. Let's play some Salmon Run later.
Heck yeah.
Hoku donates $25. It's my first time donating, and I'm happy to do it during Splatoon 2's run, the woomiest run ever. Thanks to everyone that makes AGDQ happen. We have $50 from Space Cow. I know next to nothing about this game. Same, also. But this is a really fun run to watch. You to squid, kid.
You just squid. I love that.
Shamsel donates $30. Splat the tentacles, splat the cancer.
And splat the credits.
And splat the credits. These credits are really interactive, so if I don't shoot at all, you don't see anything. So the game is just like, please unlock my names. And it's just fun to shoot around. Keep going. Sorry.
You're fine. We have $25 from Frill Shark. I'm ashamed to say that I totally forgot about AGDQ this year. When I got the Twitch notification, I thought, what is this, a hotfix? Before I realized it was really AGDQ. Here's a little of my Christmas money to make up for my forgetfulness. Kokosori donates $25. Splatoon 2, just incredible.
Yeah. Because ink.
Breathe.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Theoretical Lie donates $150 and just says, yay!
Yay.
Yay.
Deadline John drops $25. I love Donkey Kong Country, so I had to donate to get that reverse boss order run. I don't know what that is, but it sounds amazing. Happy runs. We have a $30 donation from Abutu. Hey, Tones, Abutu here. I don't have anything witty to say, so I'll just say best of luck with the run. It's
Hi,
been
Abutu.
great watching you practice and become so great at this game. This
Thanks a
donation
lot.
goes to Tones' Choice. Greetings from Canada.
All right, so a couple shout outs while the credits roll. Anybody in the community who still runs the game or is thinking about running the game, feel free to check out the strats and look at the tutorial made by Move Fish Get Out the Way. We hit a little roadblock as the community goes because Odyssey came out, and Odyssey is the best speed game that ever came out ever. But we're getting back into it. Hopefully this run will inspire a couple new runners who maybe say, hey, I've watched speed runs forever and I've never really done it myself, and here's my opportunity to do it. And of course, the person I have to thank the most is this man right here, Ethan, on my couch. Thank you so much.
What's up, man? It's been awesome watching you all the way through Splatoon 1, coming through with Splatoon 2. Like I said, when devs make all these games that we see at this marathon, they're not necessarily thinking about speedrunners, and it's just so crazy to see what everybody comes up with, all the strats that you guys develop, as a community to push those times down. I love watching it.
Yeah, and I think like a lot of people wonder why Nintendo games get like a lot of over-representation, I guess, in the speedrunning community. And it's because, well, first of all, they make really good games. And mostly it's because I think the developers just really know how to design a game to just make sure you play it in a fun way, but also enough that you can do whatever you want, really. And that's what really makes this game really great, is that it's accessible for everyone. And even if you don't speedrun it, you can really have a lot of fun. So I thank you all for watching. Thanks to my couch, Again, that is Ethan. You can find him E_Mr. right on
Yep.
Twitter. Bird650 also on Twitter. Bird60TV.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
And then Kung Fu Fruit Cup on Twitter. Again, I am TonesBalones, and thanks everyone.
And thanks again to Tones for that amazing speed run. We're going to go play a few Twitch ads and then go to a few messages from our sponsors.